Photography is based on reality. It's a reality-based art form. It's a reality-based way of expressing yourself. It's based on real people, real landscapes, real happenings. Whereas music, it's equally an art form, it's equally a way to express yourself, but it is not based on reality the same way. When this picture started as an happening on ice, this all started in the mind of the composer. And therefore it kind of makes sense for us as photographers to ask the question, how far from reality is this picture? Have I gone too far? Have I gone far enough? Whereas for a composer, that question wouldn't make any sense. It didn't start from reality, from the concrete reality. Therefore, it can't represent that reality the same way photograph can. Follow me? Now, we all seen pictures that are extremely realistic. And then I think increasingly we see pictures that are less realistic. Digital tools, for one thing, allow easy modification of photographs. And to my liking, some of them have gone too far. So I wanted to sort of investigate a little bit more this, and the trigger for this investigation was our trip to the Lighthouse Island with my fellow photographer Kari Paukola. Now, we were on the same island a few days, photographing the same views, same landscapes, same seascapes. But when we got our pictures ready, they were pretty different, even though they were based on the same reality. So I thought that's an interesting comparison. And by no means do I want to say one is better than the other. I just want to understand what's the space, what does it mean to deviate from reality. So let's take a look back to back, a few pictures from that island, from our trip. I first show you Kari's pictures and then I show you mine next to Kari's picture. From the same spot, pretty much to the same direction at the same time. Pretty interesting, huh? Side by side, photographing the same view, yet the outcomes are so different. Now, if I need to describe Kari's style, it is pretty true to reality. It's almost like he wants to take you with him on that island. He wants to show you what he saw and wants to feel what he felt. Whereas my pictures from the get-go, they are black and white, so less realistic. Also, my pictures were much darker. I'm going through this dark phase right now. I'm not a dark person, but I like dark tones in my pictures currently, so there's that. And maybe instead of taking you on that island, maybe I want to take you to my artificial setting, into my artificial pictures, and feel maybe what I felt, but not necessarily on that island, if you follow me. It's pretty deep now. There's no right or wrong. There's no better or worse. It's just a different approach to photography. And we both do post-processing. We both value that. I think also Kari thinks that at least half of the work, if not more, is in post-processing when we finally decide what the picture is going to be like. But Kari is more true to reality than I am. So now, as I already told you, I don't like what I see in current contemporary photography. The style that goes so far from reality that I don't believe it in anymore, where all the sliders are moved to the right, all the colors pop and everything is magnified and everything is loud. I don't like that. So I constantly need to be aware and be careful that I don't go too far. Yet I'm not interested in recreating an exact representation of reality. Reality means very little to me. I want to evoke an emotion, and to me it's important that you believe in my pictures. They don't need to be true, they don't need to be real, but I hope you would believe in them. And I also hope that you would feel something when you look at them. So how do I keep myself true to this? How do I prevent myself to go too far? I have maybe two means to do that. First of all, I limit myself to do the edits that I only can do, and I can do also in my darkroom. I love the analog process, creating analog pictures. I love the process as much as I love the outcome. It's very important to me. And therefore, when I do digital editing, I limit myself to the tricks that I know that I can do in my darkroom. So those are basically working with the contrast, working with the lighting, dodging, burning, and then framing. That's pretty much it. I don't add elements, I don't remove anything. That's an absolute no-no to me. So that kind of keeps me honest from the technical point of view. And then, how do I keep my pictures believable on an emotional level is that I try to visit my pictures a bit later, like a month later or a few weeks later. And I look at my pictures and I say to myself, do I still believe in what I see? Have I gone too far? Because, giving it a little bit more time, you can look at your pictures in a more objective way, I think. As photography is reality-based, I want to keep that linkage. But I let myself to go as far as I can so that you still believe in my picture and that I can evoke an emotion. And it seems that I let myself go further than Kari lets himself go. And I see some photographers go further than I would go, than what I would like. So I think we all need to find our sweet spot, and it depends on what kind of photography you like, what kind of pictures you like, and how do you want to position yourself in this spectrum of reality to totally artificial. In any case, photography is based on reality, and if I claim that if you totally lose that connection, then you are on the slippery slope. Hey, thanks for watching. Next time something else. Take care.